Good. I'm starting to record my like videos like day before, so that way I can kind of stay ahead. But I didn't realize like grief like genuinely just stays. Like it is this thing that doesn't necessarily go away. And people are like, oh, the grief shrinks, but like, and then there's people who are like, oh, grief kind of like just sticks around, and you grow room, like the grief stays the same size, but you grow used to it. And for some reason, uploading that video yesterday, alright guys, it would be yesterday for you, but today, I'm a mess. Because, I don't know, we always take time and memories for granted. And like, I guess in a way, I kind of am hesitant if I live up. I hope, like, I don't know, I hope, like, when someone passes, I hope other people have this thoughts, but like, you kind of hope that you're living up to their expectations and that they're proud of you. And that's been something that's been really on my mind, is I hope that I really hope that he's proud of me. Like, I hope I'm doing his name justice. I was named after him in a way. I don't know. Just know that grief stays in it. It doesn't necessarily ever go away. Because I pray, I hope I never forget, like, his laugh, or, like, the way he spoke, or the things he did with us, you know? Or the way he smells, too, that's, like, a thing. Very short video, but grief stays. Your body you just make room for it. Grief will never shrink or get smaller, and you could have one day where you're like, oh, like, happy as can be, and then the next day you're like, oh, like, they're never coming back, like, they're really gone, and like, I never get to see them again. You're like, and it just fucking destroys you. Like, it's pretty devastating. Like, most of the time I don't really understand. I don't comprehend that my grandpa and that my uncle are dead. Like, most of the time I'm like, oh, they're just on vacation. Like, it feels like they're on vacation. And I've heard so many people say that when people are dead, and like, I don't know, a lot of times you just assume, like, you just haven't seen them in a while, but then when you go back to, like, your home place, your hometown, or, like, where they lived, you're like, huh. Like, it suddenly, like, hits you, and you're like, they're never coming back. Like, that was the last time I ever saw them. Like, shit like that kind of, like, hits more. But I don't know. I just hope in some way or somehow that I'm doing them justice and carrying on a legacy, because, like, they were my family who just should have gotten a little extra time, you know, but they didn't. And I started thinking about it. I was like, I only got like 20 years with my grandpa, and I only got like 17 years with my uncle. I'm like, like, I don't know, they didn't really get to see me grow up. It's just a little bittersweet when you think about it. But I don't know. The video kind of hit a little harder than I expected it to. And I've watched that video over and over, but I guess like zooming in on like the frames or something kind of just wrecked me or something. Just, I guess death is inevitable. People are gonna die. Our time is limited. That's for sure. But I guess one of the things to remember is that, like, time is so important, and to not take things for granted. And the time that you have with people that you love, like, life is so short. It's so short than we can comprehend it when we're this young and we're like, and we feel like, until someone dies and you're like, like it kind of shocks you and you're like, oh my god, like life is limited. We only have so many years, we only get so many days, so many springs, so many summers. Like, it's like crazy. But sorry, I think I'm having heartburn. But like when I think about life, I try to go back to the movie Soul, that Disney made, and he's like, so I think a quote's like, someone's asked him, so what are you gonna do? And he's like, I don't know, but I know I'm gonna live every second of it. And he's talking about his life, and I'm like, that is something to live by, because you don't know what you're gonna do tomorrow. Most of the time, you don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do in an hour, but I know I'm gonna live every second of it. And that was like bars, you know. I don't know. Just don't take things for granted. Call people, tell them you love them. Call your mom, call your dad, call family members you haven't talked to in a while, because things could change in the blink of an instant, you know. I don't know. Yeah. I also think of I had a dash hound that lived to be like 18, I believe. Oh, that hurt like a motherfucker, bro. That hurt like a motherfucker. Losing your childhood pet, I was like, and I look back at photos and I'm like, that was my baby. Like, he was my everything. I don't know, grief just I hope you know that grief never leaves. Your body just grows room for it. And it's okay if it still hurts. I wouldn't expect it to ever go away. Yeah. I know with my culture, Mexican culture, we do Dias los Muertos, I believe it is, Day of the Dead, and we set up like altars of our past family members, and it's a really beautiful holiday, and my family celebrates it every time it comes. I believe it's November 1st, or I don't know, my brain's kind of foggy, but I think it's directly after Halloween. It's called Day of the Dead, and usually people set up all kind of altars with their family members who have passed, and their favorite foods and favorite snacks and like stuff like that. And their photo being up is basically a way of them getting to visit us, basically, or just remembrance. But it's comforting to have a holiday like that, and I'm sure that Mexican culture is not the only culture to do that. So if you do that, if you do celebrate like people's lives in that way, like altars and shit like that, tell me. I would love to know if there's any other ways people do that. Yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely night. Thank you for listening to my thoughts. Tomorrow needs you. Keep moving forward, and I'm rooting for you, future Maya.